I'm Mudit Gupta, the security penguin, and I'll be talking about Web3 security. So let's first talk about Web3 applications and what is Web3. So Web3 is nothing but a fancy word for this concept where internet is decentralized and trustless. Nobody has to depend on anyone. And Web3 applications are basically like products and services and like all sort of those things that fulfill this criteria. So the vision of Web3 applications is that they are open, they are permissionless, they provide free access, they are censorship resistant, and anyone can just come and use a Web3 application whenever they want. So Web3 applications, one of the key features of Web3 applications is that they provide ownership and control of users' data to the users themselves. They don't require any centralized company to control or have ownership of any of the users' data. It's all on the user's hands, and that's the main like advantage of it. Uh, Unfortunately, we live in an imperfect world. Although theoretical physicists will tell you all of this is practical and possible, it is not. And that for that reason, Web3 is basically a mix of Web2 and Web3 right now. Uh, Moving on. So yeah, Web3 is basically like, although we wanted it to be a completely independent new thing, it has become a mixture of the old Web2 tech stack. You have the same domain names, centralized registrars, same hosting, same emails, and so on. Plus, we have sparkled a little of decentralization and blockchains on top of it. So that is the current state. I dream for a future when we'll have completely decentralized infrastructure, but we are not there yet, and we still need security. So the security controls right now need to be built for a combination of Web3 and Web2. Web3 has a much bigger attack surface than Web2. That is basically because it suffers from all of the Web2 parameters, attack vulnerabilities, and so on. You have to like secure yourself against everything you had to do in the Web2 world. Plus, you now also have to tackle all of the Web3 problems and the headaches that come with it. Smart contracts are notorious for being super hard to secure. There is basically no room for errors, but people are now starting to learn how to do it well. Unfortunately, not everyone realizes that Web2 is still a part of Web3. A bunch of companies have started focusing just on the Web3 part. And we have seen just in the last year, over $1 billion have been lost by these Web3 products due to Web2 attack vectors. So their Web3 side was completely secure, was working fine, but they neglected the Web2 side, got their keys compromised, phishing attacks, and stuff like that. And we have lost over $1 billion. Hopefully, it will improve very soon. Moving on. So with Web3, one thing to learn is it gives you great power, but with great power comes great responsibility. So this cool idea of not having anyone in the middle, not having anyone have control of what you do, it's super nice, but it comes with a big drawback. What if something goes wrong? Even then, there's nobody in the middle to save you. There is, like, if you, for example, in a traditional bank, if you make a wrong transfer, the bank can still revert your transfer. You can still get your money back, although it's a long process and so on. But if you do that in a Web3 technology where there literally is no one in the middle, then yeah, like there is nobody who can save you. If you make a mistake, you have to just own up the mistake, and you can't really do anything about it in the most scenarios. So Web3 is all super cool, but yeah, remember, like with great power, always there is great responsibility. So how can you secure Web3 products? So this is like the first idea I tell everyone. Just keep it simple, stupid. Your code should be perfect, and you should always theoretize or architecture your code such that it is as simple as it can get, because the higher the complexity is, the more chances there would be unexpected side events or consequences of the code. So just try to keep it as simple as possible, and only then you'll be able to write code which doesn't really have any bugs or doesn't really have many bugs in it. It is unlikely it's unlikely there would be a code without any bugs, but you can definitely write a code which is pretty secure and hopefully never gets cracked and so on. The next thing you should definitely do is get more eyes on your code. So you can do all of the testing, you can have machines test your code, you can do formal verification, you can do fuzzing, you can do all of great things, but just having another set of eyes look at it, just having another more industry experts look at it, no machine can do it, at least not right now. AI and all is super cool, but they can't replace humans, not yet at least. So yeah, just have other people look at it. And the other part of that story is no single human is expert in everything. No single person can know all of the attack vectors. No single person can do everything. So don't feel ashamed or afraid to ask for help. Just reach out to people who are knowledgeable in this field, who are like experts in different scenarios, and talk to them, have them come over, hire a full team if you have to, and just have the right people do the right things. Don't try to make one full stack developer do everything. That doesn't work out really well. And that's basically it. Like, if you have to pick one thing from these slides, I would say just remember to kiss first, keep it simple, stupid, and everything else well sorted out. Thank you.